Hey, so I just wanted to jump on here real quick and make a video because I haven't been posting anything, and I wanted to talk about, I'm gonna get into it really fast. I wanted to talk about why I save my birthday cards and how it actually has helped me recently. I started saving my birthday cards. I'm not sure if I can even see. I started saving a lot of my birthday cards like years ago, and a lot of cards in general, just because the messages that were on them, or just something from a person telling me how they feel about me, being happy for me, or something like that. I just felt like it's too special to just throw away. I'm a very sentimental person. So I just wanted to kind of talk about when I read them yesterday, how it made me feel. And I'm also sitting here, I just made some tomato soup, and I'm gonna enjoy that after the video's over. But yeah, let's just get into it. So basically, I don't remember how far back I've been saving some of my birthday cards. This is clearly not all the birthday cards that I've gotten. I think I have at least one card dating back to 2014. And yesterday, I was reading them because I actually moved my room from upstairs to down here in the basement. So, I had to move all my stuff. I had to move my desk, and kind of as I was moving and organizing things, I was just going through some things that were interesting that I hadn't looked at in a while, and it was on my birthday cards. And it's such a nice thing to look back and see what people really think of me, and see what people had to say to me on one of your most special days. And I had some cards from like my old best friend, where we haven't spoken, and maybe the last time we spoke was on my birthday in 12th grade, and that was about 4 years ago. So we haven't spoken since then. But seeing the birthday cards that she got me, this one in particular, it's really cute. But yeah, she didn't, there's like no message in here, but it's just like seeing that it's from her, and seeing other cards from people like my mom's partner who passed away a few years ago, seeing a card from her, and seeing cards from like my mom's friends, seeing cards from like family members and stuff like that, seeing a card from my mentor whom I haven't spoken to in a while. Just different things, congratulations on graduating and stuff like that. It's just a nice little message that people sent to me on important days and special days, where they not went out of their way, but they did a little bit extra that day, whether it was my birthday, graduating, whatever, to let me know that they were thinking about me, and to say something kind to me. And like one of the most special ones, it's nothing too crazy, I guess. There was a card in there from my dad, and my dad died when I was in ninth grade. I was 15, so I'm 22 now, almost 23. And my father gave me a little card for Valentine's Day. I don't know where it is, but it's not important. Maybe I'll read it later if I can find it. Just seeing something from my father, because I have very little to remind me of my dad. I don't have many pictures, many videos. I don't remember, a lot of what his voice sounds like, what his laugh sounds like and stuff like that. But just seeing my father's handwriting, it was like nice. Like, it reminded me of everything about my father, like in that one little bite, just one little piece of paper where he wrote, Happy Valentine's Day, love, Daddy. And it was from 2014. And it was just like, it didn't make me sad. I almost felt like I should have been sad, but it just made me feel warm. It made me feel like I'm really happy that I saved this card, and I'm really happy that that's just something that I have to remember him by, something that he wrote specifically to me, bought that for me, and gave to me. Like, that made me feel really special. But I'll say I also have been reading through my old journal entries from maybe like 2-ish years ago, and reading from that and just seeing the way that I was handling life and the challenges that I was facing then is really, it has helped to ground me, and it has helped me to appreciate where I have come since then. Of course, recently I've been facing challenges as well, financial challenges, just different emotional challenges and stuff. But looking back and really being able to recognize the position that I'm in now compared to then, it's really nice. And I journal, I swear, almost every day for months on end. And sometimes I wouldn't talk about anything. Other times I'd have these great revelations about myself, and I'd be able to write for well over an hour, and just reading back to those and seeing my mental state and seeing like how I thought about everything that I was going through, where it was my relationship with school, and I was just like, I can't do this, like I'm not able to keep up with my classes, I suck, I'm such a bad student. And seeing how it is now, where I recognize like I'm not in school, and I finally left that environment and look at what I'm trying my hand at now. You know, I was so depressed, I was so severely bothered by being in school, and looking, and I finally have left that environment, and I'm so much happier, and it makes me feel, like I said, it makes me feel grounded. It helps me to stay in the present, and it helps me to recognize like even maybe things that I was writing. I don't think I had anything that I was writing, but maybe just thinking about the stuff that I was writing 2 years ago, and then thinking back to over 4 years ago when I graduated high school. I was in a crappy position then. It was worse than what I was 2 years ago. But even thinking back further and being like, damn, like I had no place to stay. I was broke as hell. Like I had nothing. I was so lost, and I didn't know what I was gonna do. And seeing like 4 years ago really was not that long. And when I look back and really have to remember, oh my God, I graduated high school 4 years ago. I didn't graduate high school. Like, what I'm trying to say is I often don't realize how much time has passed between me graduating high school and now. But when I really think, wow, okay, it's not really that much time. 4 years is not really that much time. But when I think about all the individual things that I've done and accomplished, and the way that I've grown, and just my thought processes now, it's like, wow, a lot has happened in just 4 years. I moved like 3 times, I think. I moved to an apartment, to a dorm, and then I moved here. And it's like I moved and did all this stuff, and I felt like I wasn't making any progress. But when I look back and realize 4 years ago wasn't really that long, but all of the stuff that I've done since then, it definitely helps to help me realize like so much has happened, and I'm really needing to live in the present and understand everything that I want to happen, you know, from the path that I'm taking now, from the things that I'm working on now. If it happens in 4 years, that is incredibly quick for what I would like to see come from, you know, doing YouTube and doing social media, because look at how much I've done in just 4 years from graduating high school. And yeah, just like reading back my old journal entries, reading back cards and notes and stuff that people give to me, and you know, the words that people say to you on a day where it's your birthday, or on a day where they're congratulating you on something, it feels like it's how they really feel about you. And even if it's a lie, it's nice to hear something nice about yourself when you are facing a challenge and you feel like you've lost yourself. Excuse me. You know, reading a note from my mom's old girlfriend, it was definitely like, I wish I could find it, but I don't want to take like too long and just go looking through all these notes. But reading a note from her where she told me like, you know, and I'm gonna call you little turtle or something because you just move so slow. It reminded me like, oh crap, yeah, when I was younger, a lot of people did call me like slow in the way where it was because I moved slowly or I did things at a slow pace or something. And I'm recognizing, like, what am I tripping for? I'm in a position where right now it's high stakes. I'm trying something new. I have no money. I'm really wanting to change up a lot of stuff in my life. And I just feel like I'm rushing. I'm so eager to make things take off. I'm so eager to find a solution and have a fix to this because it's uncomfortable to be in this position. But reading that note and realizing, generally speaking, I've always moved at a slower pace in my life. Just because I'm facing a challenge right now, just because there are circumstances that I'm going through that I've never faced before, doesn't mean that I need to lose myself and that I need to completely try to like abandon my character and abandon my ways of problem solving and abandon my way of just living. And reading that and realizing I need to slow down. I need to slow down. I need to recognize, as I said, 4 years, a lot has happened in 4 years. Say I take another 4 years thinking of what I could be compared to now, I feel that a lot could happen, and I just need to accept that it's going to take time to build up my YouTube channel. It's going to take time for me to become consistent. It's going to take time for me to get used to dealing with problems and not, skipping out on posting. I'm really working on trying to keep discipline in my vocabulary because I seriously haven't posted on social media because I've just been kind of feeling anxious about it. But I was thinking about this, stack of birthday cards that I have. I was watching a YouTube video and I feel like I realized I was watching a YouTube video that my fam, I really actually love her YouTube so freaking much, and I've been really binge watching her videos, and she's such an inspirational person because of how grateful and how like open and honest she is about her growth and everything like that. And so watching a video where she was on a podcast and realizing there's so much value that someone could take. I'm not saying inherently there's so much value in me sitting down and talking in front of the camera. Like, my ego's not that big. But there is so much value that someone else could potentially take from me just talking about my problems. And even if nobody watches this video, me just documenting what I'm going through and coming back to it later on is definitely beneficial even for me. And so I'm just trying to remember, when in doubt, just sit down and record. Even if I don't post it, I'll have something to put out because I want to stay consistent and I want to work on this little by little. And I have all these analogies in my head of like, I watered my garden a little bit every single day, many times a day, returning to it, watering it. My garden is crazy now. And it's like, if that wouldn't have happened, none of those seeds would have germinated and sprouted and grew into these huge plants if I really had not actually put in time every single day. The day that I stop watering is the day that those seeds decline. So I need to remember exactly everything that I think about in my head, maybe even do myself a favor, write it down, put it somewhere like on, I'm all over the place. I really want to get a cork board. And so all these little things I can write down, put sticky notes around, just do anything to remind myself, chill out, slow down, take a breath, and just keep moving forward. So trying to do that and trying to live in the present is a big thing that I'm noticing over the past few days, like with just reading back things and recognizing like time has passed, time will pass, but as long as I keep steady at whatever it is that I'm trying to work towards, and I think I'll be okay. Like if I look at the way that I started off a few months ago, I wasn't doing anything that I'm doing now, and with time I think I'll make progress. With time I think I'll actually like be able to benefit from this, and I'll be able to actually like have something that I'm thinking of, something that I'm dreaming of, whether that be like people will start watching my videos or anything that I'm thinking of. It'll take time, but with that time I need to also show up and I need to put in some effort consistently. So yeah, I don't really know if there was anything else that I wanted to touch on. I really just wanted to mention like saving your birthday cards, even if I didn't really give you a ton of advice, this is advice. Save your birthday cards, because in moments where you don't really feel like yourself, in moments where you feel like unsure of how people actually feel about you, you don't feel like you have support, you don't feel like you actually, I don't know, anything, or even just for fun, being able to go back and read through little birthday cards, being able to go back and read through and remember, oh, I remember this year when they gave me that card, or oh, I remember this year when this person was there, and being able to also have cards from people who are no longer living. This is the one from my dad. This is really special to me. And this is my dad's handwriting. I'm not sure if you can tell, but I literally haven't seen anything of my father's like new stuff. Like, I mean, I have some of his shirts, but I don't remember a lot of stuff that's personal to him, like his voice, his laugh, and stuff that he would have said and whatnot. So I'm saying, like, in a time where I know someone like my father would be proud to see how far I've come, and in a time where I feel like my father would be a big support system for me, like, having this from my dad, even if my dad was still alive, you know, I was just in a moment having a rough day, and I remember, you know, I have this, and I go pick out a card and I go read it or something. It's like, that right there could seriously just give me something to ground me, give me something to remind me people love me, people care about me, people like me, people believe in me. And yeah, I mean, like, I don't know, it may be corny, it may be useless, might not help you, but I know myself, I'm a very sentimental person, so having stuff like this, it really actually does help me. But I will read it. So it's February 14th, 2014. Dear Kiera, I'm not sorry, I can't read. It's not a new thought in this Valentine greeting, but sweetheart, it's one. I guess I read that right. That is well worth repeating. And that's just the thought, that you're sweet as can be and always will mean something special to me. I love you. Kiki, love Daddy. And so it's just like, oh wow, that is so precious. I'm so happy that I still have this piece of paper, because it's a simple gesture. It's a simple thing of like, these people thought of me and these people cared about me. This is from my middle school teacher. Kiera, I'm so impressed with you this year. Kiera, I knew when I met you we would get along. I'm so glad to have you in Ninjas, which was an art club, and my class. You are a hard worker and a rock star designer. Congratulations on both of your awards. So my video just stopped. Fortunately, it stopped right after I finished reading that card. But yeah, I don't know if anything from this video is actually worthwhile, if it's going to be worth watching. I don't really care. I think I need to just stop caring about, like, being so freaking specific on, like, oh, are people going to watch this video? People aren't watching anyway. So I'm not, you know, coming at you if you are, whoever is watching. But, like, I think I just need to show up, and I just need to keep doing this regardless of if I'm getting any traction on this, because I really need to be consistent in this and just try it, really try it. And I feel like really trying it, really giving it a shot entails doing it actually, and not stopping and not worrying about, like, oh man, I need to, like, stop. I'm worried that people are gonna look at me this way. I just need to keep showing up and keep doing it. Like, yeah, I mean, it's nice. And even the little corny messages on the cards are just like, dude, this is so sweet. I'm such a little fuzzball of a person. I just like stuff like this. This one says, no place to go and nowhere to be. Just two little chairs, one for you, one for me, with hours to talk and laughter to share. If only you were here, or I could be there. I miss you. Like, come on. It's stuff like that where I feel like I'm glad that I saved these things. I'm glad that I wrote on my iPad diary journal thing. and talked about what I was going through and talked about how I was feeling at certain times, and being able to go back and see growth and recognize the past and recognize how much has happened over time, and even my own thoughts on paper, where this was a snowboarding group that I was in high school, and things that I said myself, saying like, the most important life skill I learned at Chill: listening out for directions, trying even though I may fail. My proudest moment at Chill was the last day when I tried the second hill and strutted the whole way down. Chill is important to me because I feel really lucky to have the opportunity to do such a difficult sport. I love it. Chill made a difference in my life because I am more willing to try things that I'm not comfortable with. I am more committed to things. And last one, my future will be positive because I will apply to skills. I just had an error. Apply skills that I learned with Chill to be successful and brave in whatever I do. Chill, ride, inspire, lead. So stuff like that I feel like could really help me in these coming weeks and stuff, as I try to get more consistent and try to just pop up on this damn app and talk to whoever might be out there listening. That's all for my video today. I don't want to drag this on for too long. I thank you so very much if you even clicked on this video and watched it. But if you're here hearing me say this, thank you. Especially thank you for watching until the end. And yeah, save your birthday cards, save any notes, write down anything that someone has told you before. Quote people. When someone tells you something positive, something kind about you, remember that. Internally, remember it. And if not, physically write that stuff down so that you'll be able to refer back to that when you're in a time where you don't feel like you recognize yourself, where you're so overcome by challenges that you feel like you have to shift yourself into this grind mindset, or you have to shift yourself to be this person that you typically don't operate as, because these are not normal circumstances. So, just try to be mindful of what people think of you actually, and just try to live in the present. Recognize how much growth you've had over a certain period of time, and that so many things could happen that could propel you and could help you to continue to grow. Thank you again for watching, and I hope that you come back around. If you like my video or anything like that, I really hope to see you here again. I'm gonna eat this miter soup. I got my stinky fat dog over there. She's not that stinky or that fat, she's just a little chunky. But yeah, I hope you have a really nice rest of your day, and yeah, hope to see you back here soon. Thanks.